The following presentation of the Channel 22 Sports Game of the Week is brought to you in part by a generous donation from Ralph's Food for Less, the nation's premier price impact supermarket chain. Food for Less is proud to be working with the community to enhance the lives of everyone by providing a diverse selection of products and customer service, and by reaching out to support the communities in which we serve.
You're watching Channel 22, the best sports coverage in the South Bay.
Welcome back to Channel 22 Sports presentation of the High School Game of the Week. Oh boy, the hair's already up on the back of my neck for this one. As we've split our crews, all of our teams are in the playoffs. Right now, we're inside of the Cardinals' nest, where Lawndale's Cardinals are taking on the La Mirada Matadors in 1A action. The Cardinals have a tough road to hoe, especially against these Matadors who came in third place in the Suburban League, but they've also split their games with Artesia, who are ranked number 1 in the state of California and nationally ranked in the top 10. Also, these two teams have met before back on December 9th at the finals of the El Rancho tournament, where La Mirada really humbled the Cardinals 59-42, and they're going to probably use that same 1-3-1 defense against the Cardinals, whose coach Larry Kopang was very impressed by the Cardinals, saying even though they look small, they play big because they rebound, they know how to screen well, and they shoot the heck out of the ball. That's right, as it's the Cardinals do shoot well, 61.5% or 61.5 points per ball game, versus La Mirada, they score 65.9 points per ball game, and they are led by Taylor Siemens. They're Mr. Everything, a 6'5 senior who averages almost 15.5 points a ball game. On the other side of the ball for the Cardinals, Gerard Neely is their go-to guy, averaging almost 18 points a ball game. One thing about the Cardinals tonight, they will be without their tough guy in the middle, almost their fullback, if you will. Jonathan Torres, a guard for the team, will not start tonight, and we may not even see him play tonight. It depends on how the game goes, as he is being benched by Coach Alex Acosta for violating a team rule. Now that means that it's going to put a lot of pressure on Nick McCullough, the senior, who averages almost 8 points a ball game. Also starting in Torres' place will be Jamond Essex, who averages almost 5 points a game. That should be quite something for the junior to get his first start of the season. Also on the other side of the ball, Coach Larry Kopang's son for the Matadors, Stephen Kopang, is a rebounding fool. That kid will rebound at almost 7 rebounds a clip, and he also has 38 block shots. There's also another kid on this Matador team, Derek Williams, comes off the bench, has 23 block shots. So it's going to be a huge game in the first round for the Cardinals, but they're ready because the last game of the season, the Cardinals defeated North. I had to check that score out about 3 or 4 times, 77-63 at North, and they want to do the same thing by containing their big shooters. That's Taylor Siemens. He's the number 1 shooter on this team. Also, they have to look out for Keith McGill as well, one of their high-flying forwards. So we're going to see a track meet here. It's going to be a whole lot of fun. And let's look at the stats summary as we go into this ball game and see how everything breaks down. You see the shooting percentage for the Cardinals and the Matadors is about the same, and a huge percentage in the 2-point shooting percentage. Lawndale just needs to shoot the ball. In free throw shooting, that is always the deciding factor to see what is going to happen in the game tonight. And you can see the big disparity there in block shots, 4.6 blocks a game for La Mirada. Assists, everything else is about the same, but there's a huge size difference on the Matadors, and let's hope that the Cardinals can neutralize the size of the Matadors by running them out of the gym. But the Suburban League is a tough league, and that's where these Matadors come from. The Pioneer League's no slouch either. The Cardinals came in second, so we'll find out. The ball is just about ready to be tipped off. We'll have the starting lineups coming up next. The Cardinals and the Matadors next on Channel 22 Sports. Welcome back to the Cardinals' nest on the campus of Lawndale High School in Lawndale, California. I'm Lou Stowers, along with the terrific Channel 22 sports crew, and let's go over the starting lineups for this first round game of the Division I AA playoffs in CIF Southern Section. For the visiting La Mirada Matadors with a record of 19-7 overall, 9-3 in the Suburban League, good enough for third place. Josh Robbins will start, a 6'2 senior forward. Also starting, number 11, Taylor Siemens, a 6'5 senior forward, also as a guard, and he scores 15.5 points a game. The big rebounder in the middle, number 24, a 6'6 senior, Stephen Kopang, the coach's kid, who is getting a scholarship to play baseball. And running the point, number 42, Chris Belson, a 6-foot junior, averaging 4.9 points a game and 3.3 assists a game. And also starting is number 2, Keith McGill, a swingman, a 6'4 senior, averaging 8 points a ball game. The Matadors are coached by Larry Kopang. Now for the home team, the Lawndale Cardinals, coached by Alex Acosta, 22-6 overall and 7-3, good enough for second in the Pioneer League. Number 34 at one forward, a 6'4 senior, Nick McCullough, averaging 7.9 points a game. At the other forward, number 21, Jamond Essex, a 5'11 junior, and he is starting in place of Jonathan Torres, the 6'1 senior, who violated a team rule. In the middle, it'll be the leaper, number 20, Markeith Cungius, a 6'5 sophomore with a whole lot of promise, averaging 2.6 points a game. Running the point will be number 22, Brandon Davis, a 6-foot junior, averaging 14.5 points a ball game. And Mr. Cardinal, number 10, Gerard Neely, the 6'2 senior guard. The Cardinals in second place in the Pioneer League. Their last win, 77-63 over North, have won 2 in a row, 4 of their last 5. And they did play this Matador team 56-42, a loss at the El Rancho Tournament Finals. The Matadors are 2-2 in their last 4, lost their last game 73-56 at Mayfair, the second place team in the Pioneer League. The referee for tonight's game, you see Coach Kopang there for the Matadors. The referee will be Emmanuel Wilson, and the umpire, Israel Luna. They are from Orange County. It'll be McGill against Cungius. Both these guys can get up, and McGill wins the tip. That's a senior against a sophomore. And we're underway in the first round of the 1AA playoffs at Lawndale High School. Ball is underneath. Nice little backdoor play and a good little bunny shot by Josh Robbins to score the first 2 points of the ball game. 2-0, and let's see what type of a defense they have. It's a zone defense by La Mirada. 2-0 is the score. We're just underway here at La Mirada. Neely wants the ball back, but now Davis says, let's rotate this, guys, and get it going. McCullough gets the ball. Now it's back over to Davis. Back over to McCullers. This defense is really treacherous. 3-point shot taken by Davis. Rebound is finally taken away by Siemens, and back comes the Matadors. Almost lost the ball, Siemens. But now defense is the name of the game for the Cardinals as they are playing a man-on-man defense. 6:50 left to go in the first. Robbins drives the lane, puts it up, and gets it. 4 points for Robbins, and it's 4-0 La Mirada in favor over Lawndale. Just the start of things. Glad you joined us on Channel 22 Sports. 3-point shot taken, blocked out of the building almost by McGill, who has 20 blocks. There are 3 Matadors with over 20 blocks a game. So 23 seconds left on the shot clock for the Cardinals. Ball is inbounded from McCullough to Neely. Neely has it back to McCullough. Wants to drive the baseline. Does. Puts up a running jump shot. And that won't go down. The rebound is taken by Siemens. Good defense by the Matadors as McCullers had to take his shot early. Rebound is up and out. Good rebound by Congius. And back come the Cardinals. McCullers gets the ball back. A three-point shot from the left side. Almost goes in. But a rebound taken by Kopang, the leading rebounder on this team. Three-point shot put up by the point guard Belson's an air ball, but the rebound's put up and in by Robbins. 6-0. Matadors over the Cardinals, and these Matadors have really bought a lot of people here, a lot of Toreadors here. Down to Lawndale. Cross-court pass, McCullers back to Davis, bounces down low, shot by Jamond Essex, bounces around, won't go down. That, I believe, is the third or fourth shot not made, and Robbins again puts up the layup. That won't go down. Offensive rebound by Kopang. His shot was blocked, and McCullers with the rebound this time. As now Davis puts up the shot high off the glass and gets it to go down. That breaks the goose egg. 6-0 run by the Matadors to open up the game is snapped, and now it's 6-2, and maybe that'll get some of the butterflies and the tension out of the Cardinals. 4:58 left to go in the first quarter. Matadors with the ball and the lead as Belson has it. Shot put up, or pass down low, and McGill makes the basket. He'll go to the line for the old-fashioned three-point play. As he was fouled by Essex, that's his first personal, first team foul. And that's a guy you don't want to foul right there. Keith McGill, 61% from the free throw line. So it's 8-2. And the three-point, goes in and out as Essex comes up with the rebound. So Essex commits the foul and gets the rebound. Neely wants to drive the baseline. He gets fouled and he'll go to the line. Good drive and penetration. As first personal foul. And I'm going to give that to McGill. Neely comes to the line to shoot two, shooting 64% from the foul line. Clanks this one off the iron. There you see the 64% as a team. The Cardinals are shooting 62%. Boy, I hate to keep telling people, but free throws are so important. And that one is in. So it's 8-3 with 4:30 left to go in the first quarter. Boy, it already seems like an eternity. Belson gets around. Bad pass underneath, stolen away by the Cardinals. Here comes Brandon Davis, gets it along the line. Transition, three-point shot. Oh, man, it's ugly. But the rebound is taken by Congius. It was blocked from behind. And now the rebound was taken by Kopang. As Siemens had it, hasn't taken a shot, taken right away by Richardson, or by Davis. Davis has it, gets it to Neely. Second turnover. Now let's see if the Cardinals can cash it in. Davis has it, gets it over to McCullers. Down low to Essex, back out to Davis. 3:50 left to go in the first quarter. A 5-point lead for the Matadors over the Cardinals at 8-3. The ball is tipped out of bounds by McGill. Steve Kopang, I want to thank him and his staff at La Mirada High School for being good to us and getting all the information we needed. McCullers has yet to take a shot. Neely with his three-point shot, in and out. Rebound by Congius, puts it up. It's blocked by McGill, gets another shot. No, rebound is to McGill. So Congius with an offensive rebound but couldn't get it in. So two turnovers and nothing doing. And boy, that was a big miss by Robbins, and another miss, and the rebound is taken by McCullers, and back comes Brandon Davis. Stops, pops, got a blocking foul though, as, oh my goodness, what a block by Josh Robbins. Told you that these guys are blocking fools. Second personal. Victor Martin's in the house. Brandon Davis will go to the line to shoot two. Maybe we should get Victor Martin to do color for us tonight here. That one clanks off the iron. Davis, a 60% free throw shooter. As coming in the ball game is Derek Williams for the Matadors. 8-3 is the score. Second free throw is up and in. So that cuts the lead in half at 8-4. 3 minutes left to go in the first quarter. This is going to be a grind it out. Whoever's going to be in good shape here is going to take this ball game, that's for sure. But both teams love to run. This is like well, it is a playoff game. These two teams are feeling each other out as that shot is blocked by McCullers. And there's another block by McCullers, but the Cardinals can't come up with it. 2 blocks for Nick as that shot won't go down. The rebound is taken by Kunzius, but the ball was tipped by the Cardinals or Mirada. It goes out of bounds as the outlet pass was just a little bit too long. So Cardinals will inbound the ball with 2:30 left to go in the first quarter and an 8-4 lead over Lawndale. Screen put up by Kopang and a block shot by McCullers again. That's 3 blocks for him. Neely over to Davis. Davis puts it up. Can't go down. Rebound is blocked away. Neely has it over to McCullers. Little shot, 8-footer. A 2-point ball game, 8-6, but look out. Now we had a traveling call. Derek Williams ran with the ball when he got it. Third turnover by the Matadors. 10-6 is the score. Check that on Channel 22 Sports. Coming in the ball game, Markeel Jones, a sophomore, as that ball is stolen away on the pass and laid up and in. Easy for Taylor Siemens, his first bucket of the game, 12-6. Now let's check that. Let's check the scoreboard. Maybe we were right the first time. Yeah, the scorekeeper, let me see here. I'm going to check our score here. 2-4. It's 10-6. I have to take that back. We were correct. As Davis has it. Now it's underneath to Kunzius. He can't to go in. Neely puts it up and he is fouled. Gerard will go to the line to shoot 2 more. The foul is on Derek Williams. First personal. Second team foul. Neely goes to the line for the first time. Yep. So 10 points is what I have also. Just checking my score. So we are correct, or we were correct, but now it's 10-7. There you see the foul. Derek Williams trying to block that ball away. So now the Cardinals can get within 1. You know, if the Cardinals would have made all their free throws, they'd have the lead right now. But it's 10-8. They'll take it. 1:20 left to go. As left wide open is Siemens for the 3. 5 points for Taylor, and it's 13-8. Matadors. Neely has it, gets it over to Kunzius, and waited too long. Gets his own rebound. This one's blocked away. Back come the Matadors as Robbins has it. Robbins. Pass is blocked, and will it be taken away? Nope. A nice up and in by Williams. His first bucket of the game. 15-8. As a bad pass is taken by Neely. 3-on-1 break. He'll spin, put it in. 15-10, 35 seconds left in the first half. 5 points for Neely. Siemens against Neely. What a matchup that's going to be all night long. 29 seconds left. Ball is into Williams. Williams gets it out to McGill. Being guarded by McCullough. That's another nice matchup on both sides of the ball. Robbins has it. 4 seconds separate the shot clock and the game clock. 8 left on the shot clock. Williams up and under. Somehow got that to fall. 4 points for Derek. 17-10. 5 seconds left. 3, 2, 1, and no go. After 1 quarter of play, I don't know about you, but I'm exhausted. La Mirada leads Lawndale on Channel 22 Sports. (17-10) is our score. Let's take a timeout on Channel 22 Sports for the second quarter. Back at the Cardinals' nest, Lou Stowers with you, and the Cardinals have the ball. 17-10 is our score. Leading scorer for La Mirada, Josh Robbins with 6 points. As the three-point shot's put up, it's short. Rebound underneath. And by Neely, that won't go too hard. It goes out of bounds, and it will be Cardinal ball. Leading scorer for the Cardinals, Gerard Neely with 5. Coming back into the ball game, Brandon Davis. Markeel Jones, whose three-pointer is way short, sits down. As again, we won't see Jonathan Torres for quite a while. He violated a team rule. Also in the ball game, Justin Collins, the football quarterback, really needs to put a ball game together for the Cardinals, as now Collins will sit down, and coming in, Brandon Lewis for the first time tonight, a 6'1" senior, hoping that tonight isn't his last game. Nick McCullers gets it over to Lewis. 7:28 left to go in the first half. Turnover by the Cardinals. Here comes Siemens. He's fouled hard by McCullers. Nick had no choice but to foul him. Second team foul. First personal against McCuller. And Siemens will get 2 at the line. Siemens, 75% from the foul line. Makes the first one. That gives Taylor 6 points already, and he averages 15 and a half. A good free throw shooting team. This one bounces in. Actually, they're a so-so free throw shooting team, as they 62% as a team. Neely has it down underneath to Davis, and now that's what the Cardinals need to do, is complete their plays and score the baskets. They didn't shoot too well in the first quarter, as it's 19-12. They better not lose these Matadors out on the edge, because they can score. Man, oh man, Derek Williams gets the shot. He's fouled, and he'll go to the line for the old-fashioned 3. McCullers gets his second foul in a hurry, and he'll come out of the ball game. Maybe. As Siemens comes off with 6 points. Belson comes in for the Matadors, and going to the foul line is Derek Williams for the old-fashioned 3, 64% foul shooting. Boy, that hung on the rim, but it's put up and in by Stephen Kopang, who gets his first bucket of the game. Boy, that's double ouch. So it's 21-20. Now it's underneath the Cungius. How did he miss that bunny? Oh my goodness. Boy, I hope that doesn't come back to haunt the Cardinals, as that was an air ball by Belson. Davis on the run, puts it up and in. (23-14) is the score. Check, that's 21-14. That's what I thought. The scorekeeper is got a quick finger. It's 21-14. As Derek Williams has it underneath to Kopang, who is all alone, and puts it up and in. Somebody lost him. Now it's 23-14. 9-point lead, biggest lead for the Matadors, as the Cardinals have to make their shots. Neely has it. Neely's leading scorer with 7 points, actually 5 points. Leading the way is Brandon Davis with 7. Nick McCullers has it. McCullers out there with 2 fouls. Davis has it. And that 1-3-1 defense. 3-point shot put up by Davis. Off to the right. Neely tips it, and he's going to get called for over the top. First personal on Girard, 4th team foul. And coming in the ball game is Jonathan Torres. Torres thought McCullers was going to come out, but Alex Acosta says, no, we need you out there, big guy. Brandon Lewis comes out. They need the experience for McCullers. Belson gets it to Williams. Williams jacks up a three. He was all alone, had all day, but the rebound's put up by McGill, and the rebound is taken by McCullers, and he is fouled from behind by Kyle Reiser. That's his first personal, 4th team foul for the Matadors. Stephen Kopang talked about coaching his son for the last few games, and he started to choke up a little bit, and he says, man, it's been fun. I'd love to do it all over again. But his son's going to go on to play baseball, signed a scholarship, and now the school escapes me where he's going to go, but I'm sure the kid, he's a big one, 6'6", number 24 out there right now. You see him on the right side of your screen. A 3-point jacked up and buried by Nick McCullers. 5 points for Nick McCullers, and now is 25 to 17. And the rebound is put up and in by Derek Williams. Williams with 8 points makes it 27-17, 10-point lead. Neely has it, got away from his man, but is blocked from behind by Williams. Gets it to Kopang. Kopang gets by his man, puts it up and in. 6 points for the coach's kid. 29-17 is getting a little out of control here in the second quarter for Lawndale as Jonathan Torres got beat. Davis bounces it to Jamond Essex. Baseline jumper won't go down. Rebound is taken away by Williams, who just outskied Neely. Now Belson has it, kicks it back out, and a traveling call on Kyle Reiser. So 4th turnover on the Matadors. Tyler Siemens comes back in, as does Josh Robbins and Keith McGill for the Matadors. They'll go 10 or 11 deep. As that pass by Torres goes right in the hands of McGill, or check that in the hand, Josh Robbins scores it, but it went in the hands of Derek Williams, and Alex Acosta is hot. That was a bad pass by Jonathan Torres, and now a huge lead for La Mirada. Let's take a quick timeout on Channel 22 Sports. (31-17), La Mirada with a 14-point lead is outscored. There's another turnover, and Siemens gets his own rebound, is fouled. He'll go to the line for 2. Foul is on number 21, Jamond Essex, his second, 5th team foul. As the Cardinals have been outscored 14-7 in this second quarter. Siemens 2 for 2 from the line already. Make that 3 out of 3. 32-17. See some long faces over on that Cardinal bench right now. Next free throw finds the bottom. 9 points for Taylor Siemens. 33-17. The Cardinals need to get it back and going. Got to get those shots to go down. The first quarter might have snake bit him a little bit by not making those points. Torres tried to kick it back out, and did he get the ball back? No, as he almost handed the ball right back to Stephen Kopang. That's the 3rd turnover, and I think Jonathan Torres might be wanting to do too much as he's pulled out of the ball game after the second turnover that he's made since being in. And he is replaced again by Jamond Essex. The shot won't go down by Robbins. Rebound taken by Davis. Back comes Neely and the Cardinals. Full court pressure's broken. Neely wanted to hand it underneath, but should have just gone in and shot it. Neely wheels it around. Now it's over to Essex. Essex over to Davis. He'll jack up a three. Long and taken by Kopang. And back come the Cardinals with 2:50 left to go in the first half of play. 33-17. Siemens has his shot blocked. Might have been fouled. Outlet pass to Davis. Davis goes up for the shot, lays it in. 9 points for Brandon, 33-19. And that snaps a 6-0 run by the Cardinals. And we have a whistle. It'll be Cardinal ball. Some sort of an inbound violation by the Matadors. There you see Alex Acosta. Skip pass over to Brandon Davis. As those tall blue trees are out there. Free throw line shot is blocked from behind, but the ball goes down underneath the Kungius. His shot too hard off the glass, and the rebound is taken by Kopang. And this one is a nice, easy layup for Josh Robbins. 10 points for him, 35-19. Essex with it. Essex, now they're in a trap defense, and the timeout is called. The Matadors are rising, and the Cardinals are losing their composure here. There you see Alex Acosta talking to his young team, and their leader right now, the captain, Gerard Neely, number 10, as they need to stop this second quarter run in a hurry, as they've been outscored 19-9 in this quarter. Leading scorer, leading everybody with 10 points, is Josh Robbins, and leading scorer for the Cardinals with 9 points is Brandon Davis. Gerard Neely has yet to score. Davis is the only one to have, besides Nick McCullers' three-pointer, to start off the second quarter. Look good for the Cardinals. They just need to get that swagger back and need to break this 1-3-1 zone, which has thoroughly frustrated the Cardinals. Talked to Stephen Kopang, and I said, what kind of defense are you going to throw at the Cardinals? You're going to throw that 1-3-1, the same thing he did against the El Rancho at the El Rancho tournament finals? And he says, gee, I don't know. Yeah, right. Then his face turned bright red when I gave him my look, as this three-point shot by Davis won't go down. As the rebound goes down to McGill, the shot is blocked from behind by Kungius, and back comes Gerard Neely with a minute and a half left to go in the first half, and a lot of work to do for the Cardinals. Down 16, runner won't go down. Williams was in his way, as Davis should have taken it to him, but then he might have gotten called for the block. Williams takes it down, and called for the block is Kungius, as he got run over by Derek Williams. Markeith did the right thing, but he was caught moving, and Derek Williams was on the football team. Don't know how much he weighs. He's 6'7". He's also a sophomore. Markeith is 6'5", a sophomore, but there's about a 15-pound weight disparity there, as they try to mop everything up with their shoe tops. No one here has a towel or a mop, as it was not a shooting foul, but somebody lost Derek Williams on the inbound. It doesn't matter. 10 points for Williams off the bench, 37-19. A minute left to go before halftime. McCullers has it, as the Cardinals just need to end this half on a high note. Kungius has it, bounces it, throws it away. Turnover. Slam dunk by McGill. First point of the second quarter, and it's a big one. 39-19, a 20-point lead. Neely has it blocked out of bounds. No foul called. The Cardinals will get the ball back. Coming out of the game is Markeith Kungius, and in the game, the quarterback, Justin Collins, number 1 for Alex Acosta. Inbound pass, passes Davis, but they can go across the timeline. 30 seconds left to go, 20 seconds left to go on the shot clock. McCullers from the elbow, shot rims out, and the rebound off to Siemens. Long pass underneath to Robbins, lays it in. A dozen for Robbins, 41-19. 10 seconds left to go in the half, and the ball is thrown out of bounds. Was it tipped? Yes, it was. Tipped out of bounds by the Matadors. And the Cardinals will get it with 8 seconds left to go in the first half. A couple of players check in. Stephen Kopang will take the 8 seconds off. They get the speed in there, and Chris Belson, the point guard. That's the shortest lineup that they've had out there all night long. As the Cardinals have been looking at nothing but long blue uniforms. 3 seconds left to go. Collins needs to jack it up from way downtown Lawndale, and it's off the mark. So going into the locker room at halftime, the La Mirada Matadors say ole as they get the Cardinals down in a funk, 41-39. We'll be back with the third quarter and all the stats coming up on Channel 22 Sports. Back here at Lawndale High School inside the Cardinal nest. And the La Mirada Matadors blistered the Cardinals with a 16-2 run to end the first half of play. And it is 41-19. And I've run out of fingers and toes. Let's go over the scoring real quick for the Matadors. 4 points for Keith McGill, 12 for Josh Robbins, 9 Tyler Siemens, 10 points for Derek Williams, and 6 points for Stephen Kopang. For the Cardinals, 9 points for Brandon Davis. Gerard Neely with 5-0 in the second quarter. No points for Marquise Cungius. None for Jamond Essex. And Jonathan Torres, no points as well. And 5 points for Nick McCullers. So even though the Matadors blistered the Cardinals on the court, I'm sure that Alex Acosta blistered what was left inside the locker room as the Matadors get the ball to start off the third quarter. So a 22-point lead, and we had a holding foul on Brandon Davis trying to get around that big Stephen Kopang screen. First personal on Brandon. First team foul of the second half. As we're underway here, as Siemens gets his own rebound, puts it up and in. So continuing, and that is just the second field goal. And 10 points for Siemens. 43-19. Steal, lay-in. Josh Robbins with 14. 4 turnovers for each team in the first half. 45-19. Cardinals just need to make their baskets and try to penetrate, and that's not what Alex Acosta wanted, I'm sure, as Davis misses the 3. Trying to break up that 1-3-1 zone and also make their shots once they get a turnover. Unfortunately, didn't have the manpower on this staff because we have 3 teams split covering for you on Channel 22 Sports. Derek Williams with now a dozen is 47-19. Now we have an accident on the Inglewood on-ramp in the 405. And the blocking foul was called on Josh Robbins, his first personal, first team foul, and the ball will be out of bounds. Still, nobody can find a towel to clean up, to mop up the sweat, and let's hope that no one slips underneath there on the paint. So a new 35 will be put up on the board for the Cardinals to work with. 6:19 left to go, and a 47-19 lead by La Mirada in the first round of the 1AA playoffs. And this is the big boys round here, the big boys division, 1AA. That's where your Artesias are. Well, La Mirada knows all about Artesia. Centennial, definitely in this division, as it's all done by population according to CIF. Cungius has it, looking for his first point, and he's blocked from behind by Kopang. And he'll get 2 shots. Stephen Kopang, the coach's kid, is listed at 6'6". His dad, Stephen, is about 5'11". Says, well, his mom's 5'10". He didn't get his size from me. Has a nice athletic move and a nice rebound by Markeith Cunges to get his first bucket of the game. Snaps a 6-0 run to start the second half. 47-21 in favor of La Mirada. Robbins clanks it. Rebound to Williams. Gets his own rebound. And now a rugby scrum underneath the basket. And it will go to the Cardinals. Don't know if there was a jump ball. I just think it was out of bounds. There's now full court pressure by the Matadors. They're not letting up at all, even with the big lead. Neely drives the baseline, runs into a tree. Davis wide open three, in and out and in. 12 points for Brandon Davis. 47-24. Just chip away at it. You never know what's going to happen. As Siemens has it. Boy, what a trio of trees out there. Siemens gets it back out to Belson. Belson's a point guard. It's like they don't even need that. Pass is tipped, but Williams gets it anyway. His shot's blocked. Belson gets it on the run, clanks it off. Cunges with the rebound. It's blocked out of bounds by Robbins, and it'll go over to the Cardinals. We'll give that a turnover. So one turnover each as the full court pressure is broken on the transition. But the Matadors are so quick on defense. Davis is double teamed. Davis turns around, jump ball, possession arrow faces the Cardinals. Good double teaming defense by the Matadors to tie up Davis. But the Cardinals are fortunate to get that one back. And back in the ball game will be Keith McGill. Belson goes off. So you've got McGill at 6'4", Robbins at 6'2", Siemens at 6'5", Williams at 6'7", and Kopang at 6'5". Davis's shot is blocked by Kopang. The rebound is off, and it goes out of bounds. It'll be Cardinals ball again after Siemens had gotten it. And coming in the ball game is Josh Robbins. So there's all the trees out there for the Matadors. Inbound pass to Davis. Davis over to McCullers. McCullers to Davis. Three-point shot is short. Rebound is taken by Robbins. Robbins 2-on-2 with McCullers. His shot won't go down. Rebound is taken by McCullers after it was jostled around. Davis throws it away after some good transition defense by the Matadors. And we have a whistle. And a foul called on the Cardinals. Didn't see who it was called on, but it's a second team foul. It'll be Cardinal ball, 47-24. Siemens gets it over to Williams. Williams driving against Cunges, has a shot blocked. Goes again, blocked again, but Cunges gets nailed for the foul. Markeith playing against another sophomore. A lot of pride there. That's his second personal. Third team foul. There you see the score and the time in the third quarter. 23-point lead for the Matadors. Number 23 going to the line with 12 points. 0 for 1 from the line. A 64% free throw shooter. Gets some help from the iron. Just a sophomore, averaging 11.4 a game. These Matadors are loaded. Came in third place in the very tough Suburban League. 14 points for Derek Williams, and that snaps a mini 3-0 run by the Cardinals. Makes it 49-24 with 57 seconds left to go. A timeout on the floor. We'll take a quick timeout on Channel 22 Sports. Back inside the Cardinal nest. Let's see what Alex Acosta drew up. Hopefully he can get the job done and whittle away at this lead by the Matadors. La Mirada seated 15th in this tough 1AA league bracket of the CIF playoffs. McCullers drives the baseline, kicks it back out to Neely. Now it's over to Marquil Jones. His shot goes up, it's blocked out of bounds, but getting a foul for his trouble is Jarek Williams. And I believe they nailed Kopang. Second personal, third team foul. Marquil Jones with no points. And still no points. He is one of the better free throw shooters on this team. 77% from the foul line. 3:16 left to go in the third quarter of play. There you see the score. And Jones with his first point of the game. 49-25. 24-point lead. Siemens trying to dribble against Neely. Good job on the defense there on the 1-and-1. As Williams trying to get the jam, didn't get it to go, but Siemens finishes it off for his 12th point of the game. 51-25. Jones passes it. McCullers saves the bacon. Dribbles down underneath. Bad pass. Picked up by Nick. Now underneath. Follow-away jump shot by Torres. Put back up by Neely. No, Neely fighting hard for his own rebound. Neely puts it up and didn't get it to fall, but he'll have a chance at the line for two. And that is Kopang's third personal, fourth team foul. As Gerard Neely would go to the line. No points for Gerard in the second quarter, and that was huge because the Cardinals were outscored 24-9 in the third quarter. 6 points for Gerard Neely, who averages 17.5. 51-26 as Kopang takes a seat with his third foul. Gerard Neely looking for his 7th point. 7, and he's 5 out of 5 from the free throw line. 51-27. The Cardinals trail. Matadors with the ball in the lead. Siemens being defended very nicely by Gerard Neely. Robbins has it. Wants to penetrate. Gets it to Siemens. Being guarded very good, very nicely. Stolen away by Marquil Jones. Back to Neely. Neely puts it up and crashes into the wall. But he'll get a chance for 2 foul shots as McGill gets his second personal. 5th team foul. That's what the Cardinals have to do, force the issue. They're going to get bumped and bruised. But I tell you what, as the scoreboard takes a nap, the score is 51-27. We can assure you that. As Neely goes to the line to shoot 2 more. 8 points for Gerard makes it 51-28. There you see the scoreboard dark. Neely waiting now as we have a timeout on the floor because the scoreboard is dark. Neely is 6 out of 6 from the line tonight. There, they got it back. And let's see the foul there. McGill just got Neely right in the mouth with that forearm. As Neely with a terrific 6 assists a game. Makes this one for 9 points. And a mini 4-0 run put together by the Cardinals as Rizzer is back in the game for La Mirada. Over to McGill. McGill against Torres. Torres is a terrific defender for these Cardinals, and a good play by Rizzer as he was forced out of bounds by Neely but bounced it off of his leg. Coming into the ball game for the first time, Kevin Platzer, as now the big stars of this team. Josh Robbins is sitting down. I do believe Stephen Kopang will be out of the game for the rest of the evening because he is nursing an injured right wrist. And good defense by the Cardinals. It is knocked away. And yep, we're seeing more and more of the Stars come out as number 15 comes in. Cameron Gillette, the 6'2 junior, comes in for Keith McGill. That's probably all we'll see of him. Slippery floor underneath. They really need to get a towel out there for underneath the buckets. Jones over to Collins for three. First three for Justin Collins, and it's 32-51. Whittles it down to 19 points. That's what the Cardinals have to do, is force the starters back on the bench. McCullers steals the ball, chips the ball away, but it's taken by Williams. Williams has the ball slapped away, but it's put up by Rizzer. Rizzer with his first 2 points of the game, 53-32. Jones with it. Neely has it. So now some wind underneath the Cardinals' wings. Ball is tipped out by the defense of the Matador. Three is put in by Neely. 35 points for the Cardinals, 53-35 with under a minute left to go in the third quarter. Rizzer has it. Gets it over to Sammy Piazza in the ballgame for the first time, and now we have a pushing foul underneath. And we'll find out who it's on. Is it Nick McCullough? Yes, it is, as he will sit down with his third foul. Fourth team foul. As Kungius in the ball game, guarded by Williams. Guarding Williams as the rebound comes up. Has it. Neely lays it up, and he overshot it. Blows the layup with 35 seconds left over to Rizzer. Rizzer was guarded by Jones, cut off at the pass. Now Gillette has it with 30 seconds left. 4 seconds separate the shot clock and the game shot. Game clock, 20 seconds on the shot clock. As Rizzer's shot's blocked by Kungius. Over to Marquille Jones. Jones wanted to drive, passes it on along the baseline, up and in. Justin Collins, 53-37 with 10 points, 10 seconds left to go in the third quarter. Rizzer has it. Over to Williams for three. Looks off the mark. It is, but the rebound is taken and put up and in. No! Kevin Platzer laid it up, but it won't go in, as the Cardinals did some good things there at the end of the third quarter. We'll be back with a fourth quarter right after this on Channel 22 Sports. Boy, did the Cardinals finish off that third quarter good or what? 12-2 run put together by Lawndale to end that third quarter, but they still have a big hill to climb as Josh Robbins and Stephen Kopang are back in the ball game. Also, Taylor Siemens is back in the ball game. Neely has it. Over to Justin Collins. Collins skips it over to Jones. Jones has plenty of time on the shot clock. Underneath the Collins backdoor play. 7 points for Collins. 39-53. As the Cardinals are trying to make a comeback. They've been outscoring the Matadors, and there's another turnover. Because maybe the Matadors are getting a little tired. Collins lays it in. And now they've whittled it down to a 8-point ball game. Timeout on the floor. Stephen Kopang saw enough. We're going to keep it right here through this timeout. What a huge development here in Lawndale, where it was a 26-point lead at one point for La Mirada. And then the Cardinals whittled away, and then finally flew to it was 51-25, and then the Cardinals went on a 12-2 run and add on 4 more points to that. It's a 16-2 run that the Cardinals are working on. Let's watch Justin Collins with a nice touch, just like he does it on the football field. Justin Collins with help from Marquille Jones. Marquille, my preseason pick for the newcomer of the year on this team, averages 3 points a game and 1.3 rebounds. He and Justin Collins looking like peas and carrots out there. So Stephen Kopang puts the starters back in for the Matadors, and it works. Robbins restores order. 16 points for him, 55 to 41. Underneath to Collins again. Collins trying to get his own rebound, and it'll be Cardinal ball. So that's a small victory there. The Cardinals are starting to play good, even though the starting five is back in for the Matadors. Seemingly they were getting a little tuckered out, but now it's a 14-point lead again. Ball is underneath. Neely has it, puts it up. He was just butchered underneath by Kopang, no call. And now Belson has it, gets it underneath, lay up and in by McGill. 57 to 41. And Collins puts it up and in. Just feed it to the quarterback. He'll hand it off to the bucket. That is 6 points by Justin Collins here in this quarter alone. And we're only 2 minutes into it. 6 minutes left in the ball game. Coming in underneath is Taylor Siemens. McGill has it. Count the bucket. He'll go to the line for the old-fashioned three. Foul is committed by Jamond Essex. 15 foul, third personal. And McGill with 8 points. Scores 8 points. And trying to tack on the bonus. Can't do it as McCullough gets the rebound. And this Cardinal crowd is fired up. Neely has it, gets it over to Collins. Collins, ball is kicked, and that'll be a new 24. And yeah, Stephen Kopang is whipped. These starters are tired. Also, Taylor Siemens is tired out there. But Kopang has turned a different color of pink out there. He is real tired. Ball is underneath. No look pass by Jones, dangerous, but it was taken by Torres. Back over to Jones. Jones to McCullers. McCullers says, I'll shoot this. Just missed. Rebound is tipped and taken away. Here comes Siemens. Siemens going all the way. No. Rebound is tipped out, back out to McGill. Belson. Belson, who has yet to score a point, even though he's the starting point guard. 5 minutes left, 59 to 43. Over to Kopang from the baseline. No. Rebound is taken, and Gerard Neely has it. Good defense by McGill to stop that fast break opportunity. Jones has it, looking for somebody to pass to. Jones over to McCullers, down low to Torres. Torres underneath to Collins. Collins gets his own rebound, taken away. And back come the Matadors. The Cardinals haven't given up. They're showing some heart here in the fourth quarter, even though they're down by 16. Siemens goes up and makes it an 18-point game. And a timeout called by Alex Acosta. 61 to 43 in favor of the Matadors. 4:29 left to go in the ball game. We'll take a timeout on Channel 22 Sports. Back in the Cardinal nest as Lawndale trying to break this full court pressure. Better do it in a hurry, just in time. Might have gotten a little bit of leeway on that. So it looked like they were 2 seconds over. Neely with the big three. Line drive won't go down. Rebound is off to Belson, brings it up. Cardinals are back on defense. Tried a fancy pass right to Markeel Jones. Markeel trying to get past Siemens, does, puts it in. Markeel's first field goal of the game, and that breaks an 8-2 La Mirada run. 45 points for the Cardinals, 61-45. After the 16-2 run put together by the Cardinals, the Matadors ran to an 8-2 run that was just snapped. Ball dumped down low to Williams, who's been a monster. Kopang has it. Now baseline shot by Robbins. Nicely done. This team knows how to play basketball. 63-45. Torres to Neely for three. Would it be a big one? Nope, as Torres gets the offensive board. Seems like the fresher team out there is the Cardinals, but the experience goes to the Matadors. Nice three by McCullers. That's his first bucket since his last three in the second quarter. 63-47, 2:59 left to go in the ball game. Ball dumped down low, and good effort by the Cardinals as the ball tipped out of bounds. It'll be La Mirada ball, 63-47. And Neely and Justin Collins will come off, along with Torres. There you see Marquil Jones, Brandon Davis back in the ball game. Also, Leland Anderson in the game for the first time as the shot is made. 65-47. And we have a foul on the play, and we'll see if it's on Robbins or not. It will be on Robbins. Josh Robbins, his second personal, 6-team foul, and now La Mirada is out of fouls, so the next foul committed by La Mirada will put Lawndale at the free throw line. Big three by Nick McCullough, won't go down. Rebound taken easily by Williams. He is going to be a monster for this team. Just a baby, just a sophomore. Sixth man off the bench. He will be starting in Kopang's place next year. Kopang driving against McCullers. What a mismatch. 8 points, makes it 67-47. Jones wants to drive, get it outside to McCullers. Three-point shot taken by Davis, just a little short, and Kopang with another rebound. I talked to his dad before the ball game, the coach, and he said, I asked him, I said, boy, your son really gets the rebounds on both sides of the ball. He said, that's the only way he can get a touch. Now Williams will go to the free throw line, as he is fouled by Brandon Davis, his second personal. And that's the 6th-team foul, Alex Acosta. Trying to figure out a way to break this La Mirada spell. Williams with the free throw shot, won't go in. He'll get another shot at it, as he is now 2 for 4 from the foul line. Three for 5 from the foul line. 17 points for Derek Williams off the bench. 68-47. 1:35 left to go in the ball game, as Marquil Jones goes in against the trees. Davis goes underneath the McCullers, puts it up and in. He's fouled. He'll go to the line for the old-fashioned three. So good penetration by McCullers to get his 10th point, and he has an opportunity to get the three-point play. And that snaps a 5-0 run by La Mirada. There you see the foul committed by Taylor Siemens. That's his first, 7th-team foul. And that shot is in. So 11 points for Nick McCullers. 68-50. And this La Mirada starting 5 is going to be tough to deal with down the road. And they're the 15th seed. There's a foul going by, and that should be on Marquil Jones. Now the Cardinals are starting to look a little worn down. 7th-team foul. Both teams out of fouls now. And there you see Robbins with a layup. And Robbins now the flag has been raised, is calling off the dogs. Free throw is in for Robbins with 19 points, and he will come off and be replaced by Steven Rivera. Shot taken, 3-point shot. No, it's just a 2 by Leland Anderson. And that makes it 71 to 52. As Philip Jacobson in the ballgame for the first time. Ball almost stolen by Anderson. 3-point shot taken off the mark. Rebound is taken by Jacobson. Jacobson underneath. Ball's fumbled around. Finally picked up by Richard Estrella in the ballgame for the first time. 35 seconds left to go in the Cardinals season. 71 to 52. As 15 seconds left to go on the shot clock. As McCullers got a piece of that one. Rebound is taken by Brandon Lewis, and a foul on the play. We're going to go the other way, and Brandon will have the 1-and-1 opportunity with 25 seconds left to go. So Lewis, 87% from the free throw line. Hasn't gotten there all that much. Well, he's 13 out of 15, so that's not too bad. It's pretty good, better than what I would do in my driveway. Makes the first one, shows you why he's an 87%er. First point for Brandon. 71 to 53. As that one's off the mark and taken by Steven Riviera. As Estrella brings it. 15 seconds left to go in the ball game. So a terrific season by the Cardinals as that ball was knocked loose by Marquille Jones. Marquille, the point guard of the future. But he along with Brandon Davis. 5 seconds left to go. 2-1. La Mirada will advance to the second round of the 1AA playoffs with a 71 to 53 victory over the Lawndale Cardinals. Stephen Kopang congratulating his players as the Matadors improved to 20-7 overall, and the Cardinals finished their season with a terrific 22-7 record. We'll be back with the final stats and maybe an interview or two when we come back. Don't go anywhere. We still have more to do here on Channel 22 Sports. Back at the Cardinal nest, along with Justin Collins, the football quarterback. I'm Lou Stowers. He will be our first guest tonight, as the score was 71 to 53. La Mirada ending the Cardinals season prematurely, but what the heck, the Cardinals had a terrific season, 22-7 overall. Justin, congratulations for joining us, and congratulations on a terrific season.
Thank you.
And congratulations on your 11 points, all in the second half. So got to be pretty happy about that.
Yeah, I mean, I saw the team needed help, and like we really wasn't shooting good. We shot 20% in the first half. So coming off the bench, I had to see what I could do to help the team.
That was something that I was seeing, and I don't get to keep those the shooting stats all too much. I get to keep the score, but the missed shots I don't get to keep. So 20%. I know. I remember in the first quarter, it looked like you guys had a little bit of the butterflies, a little bit of the jitters, and like a little tense. And then you guys started to loosen up a bit.
Yeah, in the first quarter we came out, and I could tell the team. I mean, when I came out, I had jitters. I mean, it's the first playoff game. You got two big crowds, our crowd and the visitor crowd. So it was kind of nerve-wracking, and we had to break out of it. But us not breaking out of it in the first quarter kind of put us in a slump, which was hard to come out of.
Now that 1-3-1 defense, that's a pretty tough defense that the Matadors threw at you again.
Yeah, the 1-3-1 defense, we didn't gap it like we did in practice, like we should have, because as you can see in the second half, when we gapped it, we had more open shots, and we took advantage of that.
Okay. Well, let me go over the scoring here real quick. We got all the seniors out here that are going to come visit us. We're going to keep the interviews going, okay. But Justin, I want to congratulate you for coming on. We got a lot more guys coming on that want to visit with us. And but first of all, you're a senior. You played football. You played basketball. You going to play baseball?
I'm kind of debating on that if I'm playing baseball yet, because I got to get ready for football for college.
Where are you going to go?
Actually, I don't know yet. I have a couple choices, so I'm trying to decide.
Come on, can you tell us? There's only a couple of people watching.
No.
No? He's not going to tell us. We couldn't get a scoop, but you'll let us know, right? So
yeah,
we can let
you'll
everybody
be the first to know.
On channel. Okay, we'll be, well, actually the second to know. All right. Justin Collins of the Cardinals. Thanks a lot, buddy. You scored 11 points, and you needed it. You got them when they needed it the most, and made a good run at them. At least you know that you had a good run at those guys. All right? Okay. Thanks.
Thank you.
Put the headphones right over there, and we'll get our next guest coming up here. So Justin Collins with 11 points in the second half. He will be our player of the game, our Ralph's Food for Less player of the ball game. And come in with another senior here, putting on the headsets. Just adjust that a little bit there.
Okay.
And number 34, the 6'4" senior forward, Nick McCullough. How you doing, man?
I'm fine. I'm all right. Hanging in.
Let me just put that right there for you.
Okay.
And I know it's got to be tough. You scored 11 points, but that's a tough team out there. Everywhere you looked, it looked like all you saw was royal blue shirts out there.
Yeah, long arms.
Yeah?
Yeah. They had us at every position about 4 or 5 inches, and we didn't attack the basket enough. We shot outside too much. Came out a little passive instead of attacking that zone aggressively, but
Well, I know that's a tough thing to see, and not a lot of room to get in there.
right.
And in the college ranks, you're going to see that a little more. Have you figured out where you're going to go?
Actually, I'm going to a Division III school called Menlo. It's in Northern California,
Yeah.
right next door to Stanford. So
That's-
yeah, I'll be still playing basketball. This is not it for me.
That's terrific.
Yeah.
Division III is nothing to sneeze at.
course not.
They got 1-3-1 defenses up there too.
Yeah. Pretty sure big guys too.
No, that's terrific. You know what your major's going to be?
Yeah, business marketing.
I'm sorry?
Business marketing.
Business marketing. Okay. Well, maybe you can be my manager. Give me a call when you're done, all right?
I
When you
will.
get out of there. So what was the highlight of your year this year?
That would have to be this year. I mean, we had senior-dominated team. We second in league, almost beat Centennial here. You guys weren't here, but we lost by 5. We had them with 30 seconds to go and down by 2, and it was our ball. So that was the highlight. And my favorite player this year on our team would have to be Gerard. He carried us. He really did. He not only led the team in scoring, but and assists. He shared the ball as well as scoring. So
And you like
he
that?
did it all. Yeah.
Okay. All right, buddy. Well, I really appreciate getting to know you this year and last year. We'll definitely keep in touch, all right?
All right.
It's, that's a beautiful place. Menlo Park is a beautiful place to go to and be a resident of, and I know that you're going to enjoy it up there and tear that league up. All right, man.
All right.
Nick McCullough joining us here on the wrap-up show as we'll get, who we get? Gerard Neely in. Get Gerard in here. And Gerard, just put those on there. That's better than a Bluetooth, man. All right. I know this is a tough loss for you. Congratulations on a terrific season and a terrific career here at Lawndale High School. As you had 12 points and some big free throws. You didn't miss a free throw. You got to be happy about that.
Yeah.
And the three-pointers were coming down, and the first quarter you guys didn't shoot real well. Was it jitters or what was going on there in the first quarter?
Well, a lot of our guys, they were nervous. This was our first time, here hosting a game, and we had our crowd with us. But then, they had their crowd. We never had anything like that. This is one of the biggest games we had, and some of us was just, we had a lot of jitters and we were nervous. And I was nervous myself. And usually any other game I'm not nervous, but this game, I was kind of nervous, I was trying not to make too many mistakes. I was thinking about what I was doing instead of just playing my game. But, I felt we played pretty good, although we lost. And hopefully Lawndale continues to stay on the map.
Well, you guys have made a foundation here at Lawndale High School that's going to be tough to live up to, because in just, 4 or 5 short years, you guys have won 22 games this year. I mean, that's there's a lot of teams that didn't do that. Even La Mirada, they're at 20 wins this year. So you guys have a lot to be proud of for the young guys coming up, like Markeith coming up, Jamond and Markeel. Those guys are really going to have some big shoes to fill once you guys move on.
Yes, yes. I feel that, those are 2 very good sophomores. I've tried to bring that senior leadership for them because over the years, we lacked that senior leadership. But this year, me, Nick, and along with Brandon Davis and JT, we all tried to, help them out in practice, work with them as much as we can to prepare them for when we're not there so they can be the leaders, because there's only going to be, I believe, like two seniors next year, and they can help, you know, because they're the future of Lawndale.
Absolutely. And Gerard Neely with 12 points, also some terrific defense. You had to guard number 11, Taylor Siemens, out there. What was that like?
He's a pretty good kid. You know, I respect this game. You know, I just felt that I had to pressure him because earlier I was giving him too much room. He was hitting open jump shots. I felt that if I pressured him, he can get rid of the ball. He would get rid of the ball, and I tried my best on him.
And what about moving up in the divisions here in CIF? You're in Division 1 AA now. That's where all the big boys are. You know, Mater Dei and Artesia, heck, La Mirada. You know, La Mirada is. You see what a powerful team they are, and they're just a 15 seed.
Yeah.
So you know how tough this division is.
It was something that I felt. I wish it would have. You know, after we left, they would have did that. But you know, they put us in there. We had to compete. You know, I mean, we couldn't back down. We knew that it would be tough. You know, we knew even if we won this game, next round would have been tougher than this. And you know, we just did everything we could. Went out there and played hard. I told the guys to not give up and just do what we have to do to win. But you know, we was unsuccessful. But I am pleased with the way we played this season, and that's all I can say.
What coach tell you guys at halftime?
Well, he told us that, you know, we was playing like we was scared, and I felt we were playing like we was timid. We wasn't attacking the basket. We was just taking threes, and we wasn't being aggressive. And we only scored like 19 points, I believe, in the first half, and that's not us. We usually scoring 60, 70 points a game, and to score 19 points in the first half alone and give up what 41, that's not good.
Yeah, you guys were you were a little bit over 10 points off your average in the first half there. But in the third quarter, you guys wrapped it up with a 12-2 run. It seemed like the Matadors got all fat and happy like after Thanksgiving. It's just kind of laid down, and then you guys took advantage of it.
Yeah, we had to, you know, like I'm sure they thought, you know, after we were down by so much in the first half that we gave up. But we wasn't going to give up. We gave everything we could. Our all wasn't, you know, it wasn't good enough, but we tried. We was unsuccessful. I'm just glad that we went out there and finally we didn't give up.
Now, you guys, I know it hurts, but you have nothing to hang your head about because going in there, you had a 16-2 run going into the fourth quarter before Coach Kopang had to send all their starters in. So you guys did have something there to hold your hat on that, you know, you forced them to do something that they didn't want to do.
Yes.
So where are we going to be seeing you on Thursdays and Saturdays now?
Well, as of now, I don't know.
You're not going to tell me, are you?
I don't know yet. Hopefully, I'll figure out something soon.
Any? Can you tell us? Can you give us a hint?
Right now, maybe Cal State LA.
Yeah. Okay, that's big. Geez, I got a great program. They're kind of started over again, so they're going to be looking for some good young leadership. So
yes, sir.
if you go there, that's terrific, and you'll be close to home, so you can still bring the laundry home.
Oh yeah.
And get some good home cooking too. All right, pal. Well, thanks a lot for joining us, Gerard Neely, a 6'2" junior, averaging 17.5 points a ball game, coming up with 12 tonight. But he was also busy trying to wrangle in the Matadors' top scorer, Taylor Siemens, who ended up with 14 points. So he scores 15.5 points a game, so he did a good job holding him under his per-game average, too. So, Gerard, thanks a lot for being helpful to us all season long, and don't be a stranger, all right?
All right, thank you.
All right. Gerard Neely wearing number 10, number 1 in our hearts on the Cardinals, as we get Mr. B, Brandon Davis, coming over here, the senior point guard, 6'1" junior, and he'll be back next year. And Brandon scored 12 points, so had a big 3 in that big run that you guys had in that 12-2 run to close out the third quarter. And you gotta hang your hat on that as a good place to start next year on. That you know that you can hang with a big team like La Mirada. So how does that make you guys feel?
I guess it makes us feel good that we stepped up against a team like that.
Okay. And what are you going to take into next year? I know that it's still hurt right now. I mean, you probably have a big rock in the bottom of your stomach right now.
Yeah.
But that hopefully will turn into hunger for you guys for next year going into the preseason play. I mean, you guys won 22 games this year. That's unbelievable for such a young program like this.
It's a big accomplishment for us this year.
Yeah, and this is the second time that you've played a Suburban League team, albeit the Matadors again. But you guys can hang with these guys.
Yeah.
So next year, what are you guys gonna hope for?
Oh, I won't even be here next year. I'm a senior.
Are you? Oh, geez, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
You got that all wrong. Either that or I was up too late doing
It's
your
all
deal.
right. It's all right.
So what are you gonna? What's your plans for next year?
Hopefully go to a college.
Yeah. Any
Yeah, I got
ideas?
a couple.
You gonna keep them a secret from me?
Yeah.
Oh man.
Got a
What
couple.
about a zip code? Give me a zip code or something.
No, I'm all right.
Okay, west, Midwest, east,
Some west.
west.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. So I got to keep guessing. All right.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. Well, thanks for joining us, Bud. 12 points for Brandon Davis and a big three-pointer in the third quarter, and they come up short, 71-53 tonight. And I asked Gerard this. I'm going to ask you this, Brandon. You guys are leaving some big shoes to fill for a
Yeah.
couple of young guys like Markeith and Markeel.
I think they should be a good accomplishment next year. I think they should step up.
All right. All right, buddy. Well, you stay in touch with us, all right?
All right.
All right. Brandon Davis joining us here on the post-game show, and the future of this ball club, and not only the basketball team, but also we're going to be watching this young man as a free safety, a strong safety on the football field as well, and that is Markeith Cungus. And I know you got to flip the lid there. There you go. So.
Yeah,
The future of the Lawndale Cardinals, Markeith Cungus, 2 points tonight, but you went crazy on the boards tonight, and that had to feel good against those huge Matadors.
Yeah. I mean, I just don't know what happened. I missed a couple layups, and then I tried to regain myself by getting blocks and rebounds, but I just had to come out next year with fire. I'm at to be strong. I'm at to replace Nick, Gerard, all them. Try to make them. We will try to make it back to the playoffs next year. 3 returners. I think we could do it.
Even though this was a big loss, 71-53, what did you? And I know that you guys are still going through the wash of getting hit real hard, but what do you take from this game?
I take real hard to it. I practice these guys real hard. We practiced real hard. We came out with fire. It was just a lot of mistakes that we made, that we made up.
Yeah. So next year, you're just going to be in a little more control of your game and try to finish those little bunnies that wouldn't go down in the hole like they did tonight.
Yeah, I will definitely work on that one over the summer, over spring ball. Whatever. I was just trying to work hard, trying to get back to the top.
So does it already make you kind of hungry to get back to work?
Oh yeah. I would love to just start tomorrow.
Okay, all right. And what about you? You going to still go out in the gridiron? You're going to excite us out there with your returns and your interceptions and then hopefully some catches this year?
Yeah, I will return. Next year I will be playing DN. I will try and replace Josue.
Defensive end, huh?
Yeah.
Oh, so you're going to be like a, Leonard Little or a LeVar Arrington type?
Yeah.
Okay.
The speed. We're just trying to get around the defense and hit the quarterback.
Okay, maybe go back into some coverage, huh?
Yeah.
All right, because I love to watch you out there roaming the field and pick off those passes.
Oh yeah.
Okay, well, sacks, pickoffs, blocks on the court, and maybe a few. You got to get those. You got to work on the layups. I mean, you got to get your one of your older sisters here to help you with the layups. Is that your older? Which one's your older sister?
Neither. That's my mom.
Oh, your mom. Oh. Okay. All right. Well, you got to get your mom. Can she guard you?
I don't know. We just have to see it.
She's got hard elbows, I bet, huh? Okay. All right, Markeith. Good to see the smile back, and we'll see you back next year on the gridiron and also back here on the hardwood as well, playing for the Cardinals, trying to keep that brand new tradition flying high for Lawndale High School.
Yeah.
All right. Thanks, bud.
All right.
Good to see you. It was good getting to meet you, too, this year.
Okay.
All right. And your big sister, too. All right. That's Markeith Cungist joining us on the post-game show, and we're going to take a little time out before we get to Leland Anderson right after this on Channel 22 Sports. Back at the Cardinals' nest, I'm Lou Stowers along with the terrific Channel 22 Sports crew with Paul and Norma and Josh and Alonzo and Jose and Ryan. And did I miss anybody, Tom? Oh, Randy Merzinski joining us for the first time on replay. So want to thank all of them, the terrific Channel 22 Sports crew, and the others that are up on the road in Santa Barbara. And, well, both of we'll get 2 games for you, Hawthorne and Lusinger's games. Lusinger with Santa Barbara and Hawthorne. Dos Pueblos, Lusinger Dos Pueblos, and Hawthorne and Santa Barbara. Thank you, Tom. Well, we have with us another senior, number 5, Leland Anderson, scored 2 points tonight. And Leland, congratulations for joining us, and congratulations on your career here at Lawndale.
Thank you.
And I know that this one is a tough loss, but you guys made the Matadors do something they didn't want to do in the third quarter, and that was get those guys off the bench. That kind of gets you guys mad when you saw their starters go off in the third quarter?
Not angry, just
a little frustrated?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, you guys build up a good foundation here for the underclassmen to follow here. I know it hurts now, but 22 wins in the bank this year, Leland, and that leaves guys like Markeith and also Marquille and the other guys coming up, Jamond. Those guys are going to have some mighty big shoes to fill.
Yeah, they're going to be taking over next year. Markeith, 2 more years to get better.
Oh, yeah.
And
yeah.
Jamon, he's already got that turnaround jump shot and rebounds great. So we're looking good next year.
Yeah. How about you? What are your plans for next year?
I'm pretty much done with basketball.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You going to try to hook up with anybody, try to walk on anywhere? Or?
Oh, no. I'm going to try to get into the Air Force. And,
oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, good. I feel safer already with you up there patrolling. That's going to be good. Is she going to enlist or?
Oh, no.
Or,
not really exactly Air Force, like airline traffic.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, maybe I'll see you in the cockpit someday, and unless it's a discount airline. That's what I fly, the discount airline. So you'll be up in the Cadillacs, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Well, I want to thank you, Leland, for joining us tonight, and good luck in the skies, the friendly skies there. Take that Cardinal pin with you, and wear it proudly. All right. Thanks a lot. Leland Anderson joining us today, senior, 5'10", and he scored 2 points tonight. And we have, last but not least, the coach of the Lawndale Cardinals, Alex Acosta. And he'll put the headphones on. And, Coach, thanks for joining us tonight. I know it was a tough one, but, boy, your kids did not give up there, especially in the third quarter when they were 26 points down and ended that quarter with a 12-2 run, actually going into the fourth quarter, a 16-2 run. You got to be awful proud of that.
Yeah, we didn't quit, and that's the best thing about basketball is when your kids play as hard as they can, and they give it all they had. We were outmanned tonight. They were too big and too strong, and they took complete advantage of every mismatch that we had out there, and the better team won tonight. But I'm proud of my kids. 22 wins. They have absolutely nothing to be ashamed of.
Absolutely. And what is this, the 5th year of the program?
The 4th year, and basically the 3rd year of varsity basketball. And for what those kids accomplished, Nick McCullough, Gerard Neely, Brandon Davis, Jonathan Torres, those 4 kids were basically 3-year and 4-year varsity guys. So, they took their lumps. They were loyal to me, and they stuck it out, and they accomplished a heck of a lot their senior year, and I'll always remember that.
Oh, absolutely. That's got to be real special to come in here in a brand new program and see success like that. And now, how do you follow that act?
Yeah, I'll worry about that in a couple weeks. Obviously we lost a great deal, but we got some guys coming back that can play, and we'll see what happens. we'll see what happens, and we'll worry about that in a few weeks when we get back out at this again.
Yeah, just looked like in the first quarter they might have been a little tight and a little too many butterflies in the stomach, and the bunnies wouldn't go down in the hole for you guys early on.
Right, we obviously didn't shoot the ball very well, and that's one thing you need to do against a team that big. They rebounded everything. We were one and done, and they ran the break pretty well also. They shot it well. They defended well. They're a good team. They're a good team, and we didn't shoot it well. And when you're not very big and you don't shoot well, you're in trouble.
Yeah, well, you guys played with the hand that you were dealt. You were thrown into the wolf pile, or the wolf pack, if you will, in the tough 1AA division here in CIF. With heck, you got Mater Dei and Artesia, and poor little old La Mirada was seeded number 15 coming in.
Right. It's pretty obvious that Lawndale High School does not belong in this division, but you have to show up and play the game, and that's what we did, and we gave it all we had, and that was it. We lost, and hopefully the southern section realizes that, and they make some changes to where teams have at least a chance and an opportunity to compete, because we definitely didn't have an opportunity at this level and in this division. Not right now, anyways. Not 4 years into the program.
Yeah.
So, but that's the way it goes, and you move on.
Absolutely. Well, I know there's not a whole lot that you can take out of a 19-point loss, but what were the good things that you did see out of tonight's
I
ball
just
game?
thought we battled and played as hard as we could, and not one kid ever quit. And that's all a coach can ask for.
All right, buddy. Well, I appreciate you coming out here tonight. I know it was tough doing it, but we loved having you out here, especially in the final game of the season, and it means a lot to the players to have you back them up too. So, Alex Acosta, thanks a lot for joining us, and congratulations on that 22-win season.
Okay, thank you very much for covering our games. We greatly appreciate it. The school appreciates it, and our players definitely appreciate it. So thank you very much.
Hey, we do it for the love of the kids, man. It's a whole lot of fun to see them.
Okay, thank you.
Alex Acosta, we'll be seeing him around the block, I'm sure, because we'll be doing some baseball games, and who knows where you might see Alex Acosta lurking. Now let's go over the final stats here real quick. The final scoring stats for the victorious La Mirada Matadors: 8 points for Keith McGill, 19 points for Josh Robbins, and 14 points for Taylor Siemens, 2 points for Kyle Rizzer, 17 for Derek Williams, and 8 for Stephen Kopang, for a total of 71. For the Lawndale Cardinals, Justin Collins, 11 points, 12 points for Brandon Davis, 2 points for Markeel Jones, 2 for Leland Anderson, 12 for Gerard Neely, 1 for Brandon Lewis, and 2 for Markeith Cungius. No points for Jamond Essex and Jonathan Torres, and 11 points for Nick McCullough. So we will say goodbye, as some Cardinals will leave the nest, including Justin Collins, Brandon Davis, Leland Anderson, Gerard Neely, Brandon Lewis, Joseph Seals, and Jonathan Torres, Royce Owens, and Nick McCullough will all fly the coop. But the future is going to be forged by Markeith Cungius and Markeel Jones and Jamond Essex. That's the core of the Cardinals for next year. And again, our Ralph's Food for Less player of the game is Justin Collins. He had 11 points, all of them in the second half, to help fire up that 12 or 16-2 run in the third and fourth quarters to force La Mirada to bring their starters off of the bench and back in the ball game. And they were a tired bunch, but their experience got them through the ball game and to the finish line with a 19-point or an 18-point win, 71-53. Well, that's going to wrap up our broadcast here from Lawndale High School in the Cardinals' Nest. And once again, I'm Lou Stowers for Tom Strickfaden and the terrific Channel 22 Sports crew. Man, without those guys, I'd just be out in the streets somewhere with a cardboard sign somewhere. So thank all you guys for making me sound and be as good as I can possibly be. So let's just thank Rufus Washington and Beto Duran as well. I'm Lou Stowers telling you the final score from the Cardinals' Nest on the campus of Lawndale High School. It is La Mirada 71 and Lawndale 53. Until next time, so long.